Wednesday night. It is 8 p.m. It is time for the Realism experiment. How are we doing, everybody? I have checked my microphone. Everything's working. I have updated all of my drivers and things today. So, yeah, I hope this all works fine. But we'll see how it goes. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Gamer Dragon, for sharing your community with me. You, sir, are awesome, as always. If you guys don't know, on a Wednesday night, I play 7 Days to Die with GD. He's currently streaming it over on YouTube while I stream it here on Twitch. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So you should be coming and joining us for that. Shall we say hello to some people in chat? My chat window is not on my OBS at the moment, which is just making things more difficult. Let's see if we can bring it up. There we go. Right, let's see who we've got coming in here. So Gamer Dragon, welcome along. Average Viking, welcome along. Mystic and Smiler, welcome along. Rodleaf, welcome along. A Windy God, welcome along. King Scorpion, welcome along. And Eugene, welcome along. Jason Winner 08, welcome along to you as well. I hope you've all had a good weekend. I had a bit of a family day today, so it's been nice. Rob Simo, welcome along. So a couple of things to handle announcements wise first. First thing is that because my internet connection is finished, VODs for this series will start going back up on VF2. I'm going to spend some time tomorrow in amongst all the other things going on to sort out some of those. As before, they will be going up on the nights that I'm not streaming, and they will be going up as premieres over on VF2. Unfortunately, I can't be in there for the chat for those, but yeah. It should be go in there, chat with your fellow members of the VFN and relive. Well, somebody said that they're a year in game behind, so yeah, there's go relive where we were a year ago in game. So they will be up on a Monday, a Tuesday, and a Thursday. Are the nights at 8 p.m. on Virtual Farmer 2, so go check them out. Otherwise, yeah, it's all pretty much as normal next week. Hopefully should have 7 videos out, streaming Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on here, and Saturday over on YouTube for the community multiplayer. Hey, Gamerman2301, welcome along. Taz, welcome along. Been repairing after yesterday beer festival taking so. Oh man. I got your message, Taz. I have replied to it. We'll get that set up. Just send me over the details. Ginger Farm Guy, welcome along to you as well. Right, shall we crack on with some farming because we don't leave it too long. Over to the live screen and here, and we didn't, still got nothing useful in the shop on it. Oh yeah, we had lots of things that would be great for us. So we've got the Agri Pro, that would be really useful. We got the Mana 2, that would also be really useful. That's only 38,000. But it's not the mid-sized tractor I need. And I don't want to borrow the money to get those. If I'm gonna miss out on that tractor. Hey chameleons, welcome along. And the Thefisherj, welcome along. Hope you're both doing well. I hope everybody enjoyed this weekend's videos over on YouTube. I am leasing the repair trailer at the moment. How much is it actually in here? You know what? That is probably a good call. I think we can we transfer fuel from one trailer to the other? But yeah, I think that actually is probably a good call. We'll go and replace the fuel trailer. Blackmere. I think that is a good call. We can do that, and we've got the available ability to borrow money at the moment to do that. It won't affect too much what we have in the way of available funds to get a new tractor. Oh, we might be, how full is, oh yeah, we could, oh, we might be able to fill the landy and we might be able to put it back into our, I wonder if we could actually put it into our fuel tank. That would be quite good. I don't know if we can or we can't. I don't know how much it's got in it, to be honest. Let's find out. Hook it up. Oh, it's got no fuel in it anyway, so that's fine. We'll just go and return this and go buy ourselves one in its place. Is a very good call. I think that is the repair one that's up for thing as well. This map is Calmsden. So yeah, this is Calmsden by Oxygen David. It is a fantastic map. I highly recommend it. One of the most detailed maps in FS22. It would be my favorite map if I could customize the yards. That's my only gripe with the map, is that I can't customize the yards enough. So yeah, otherwise fantastic. Highly recommend it. Go and get it. I'm doing well, thank you, Milk Tanker J. Hope you're doing well as well. Oh yeah, we've got this to do today, haven't we? We've got a contract that needs doing. It'll give us a whole load of hay bales, which is really useful. So yeah, let's just, we don't need to return this here, but I like to. There's no actual, wow, we can repair it and repaint it, even though, and we can return it. So I'm going to return it. No, I want to check actually the one that's available is the one with the actual repair stuff on it. That is the field service trailer. Good, right, okay. So let's return that. Yes, okay. Right, and then we're going to need to borrow a little bit of money. We do have plenty of headroom for this. So we're going to borrow 10,000. And we're going to get this. And what color, chat, should we get it in? When a map comes out, May's ready. I'm restarting my RE on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave Maze Plus probably until I hit, until there is a RE ready, or a Maze Plus ready one. Later, Genie! Oh, have fun. Darkness Falls just looks like a mad one. What's beeping at the moment is the Sky remote. The Sky remote is beeping because my son is looking for it instead of being in bed. This is freaking hilarious. So... Unone Turf YT, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. So I'm going to go and tell him off in a minute. Right, what colour should we go? Safety red or orange? Okay, so there's sort of that. Oh, wow, that is very bright. Oh, actually, the Fent red might be a nice colour for it. Quite like that. Sort of somewhere between the red and the orange. There's the Hardy as well, which is a bit more muted. And there's the bright red. No, I think the Fent red might be a good way to go with this. So, yeah, wheel brand. Let's put Nokian Road tyres on it. Standard plus. Oh, yeah, let's add the DEF on it as well. That way we can put DEF into it too. Glowing markers, yes. Strobe lights, yes. Both come as standard. And right, my number plate. I need to put my number plate on it, which is VF01 REX, I think. That is definitely a number plate for the farm. So we will go okay for that. And 10,094, we have the funds. Good. Piglo, oh God, no. Right, there we are. So, yeah, VF01 REX. I'm not sure is the number plate on my car, is it? VF02 is the number plate on the car, never mind. Will Ben Jr., thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Yeah, for the color, there's a slight charge, but that's all right. Right, so we can hook this up and we'll take this back to the farm shortly. So yeah, this is the one that we can go like that. I love this trailer. It's a moving Case IH. But that's the baler that's... You should be able to tab through these. So... No, I just go R like that. And then you can do the Arcusan. And yeah, it doesn't do that. So we'll close that. Right, so we'll get that out of the way. And yeah, as I said, we have got to do this contract today. Now, we should have follow me on here. This, though, is a tedding contract. Yeah, that is not going to be, that's going to be too big. Right, so I'm going to crack on with this in a moment. First, I'm going to go and tell my son off. So I will be right back. And I'm back. There we go. No, give me a shout, mate. What? Would it be better to place outside the barn instead of since the lights... Is it, Richard? Okay, I'll have to... Well, I've got it on here. It was throwing up errors on for me before. The thing with the DEF mod, the one that gives you... where is it? Pallets. This one. So the one that gives you the DEF canister, if you get a DEF canister, get less than you need to fill your piece of equipment. Because if you have a canister left over, it then asks you to fill with the canister all the time. Why is the pumps and... That does work. I set that up. Yeah. Right, now this is... We want wide spreading, which is the mode we're on. I want to set myself up at 0 degrees, really. Right there. Turn on. Set my first... Oh, no. Turn that on. Set my first waypoint. Put that down. Set my second waypoint. Set my width. And away we go. What was for supper? I made spaghetti bolognese this evening. It was delicious. Yeah, the service. Yeah, I can't put the service trailer. Can't repair with the service trailer in the barn. Hey Jesse, we're probably going to put in a workshop barn at some point. We've got space for it on the farm, so this is a contract. So we're doing contract stuff today. We need the extra cash. It's May and there's nothing to, well, there is stuff to do on our fields, but we can't afford to do it at the moment. So yeah. Hey Martin, welcome along. Now that I've set my width, or I've set my GPS up, what we're going to do is we're going to go round the field twice to make sure that we get everything up to the edges, and then we'll start doing strips down the middle. FarmCatGR, what was your last comment? Sometimes it gets difficult to see these things. I cannot see your last comment. Please repost it. FarmCatGR. Hey, Jackson Kiefer, welcome along. Yeah, second one on him. We might have to go a bit closer to the hedgerow. I got a bit distracted trying to scroll up chat. Right, and round. I do like this piece of kit. The Big M is just a fantastic, mower. It really is. Right, for my second round up here, I'm gonna bring this round here, and then I'm gonna set my sights going up the edge here slightly. I've been binge watching the series on VF2, loving it, thank you. Oh, that's awesome, FarmCatGR. As I said, I'm going to be getting it up to date. We're currently on here one stream a week because I'm trying to do a little more variety on here on Twitch. So we should catch up fairly quickly on VF2, I think, which will be good. Don't want to leave it too far behind. I'm doing well, thank you, Jackson. I'm doing very well. So today we had a family day. We went to a local woodland park and had a really good family day. I say woodland park. It's kind of this story tale village place in the woods with lots of with sort of this mini theatre thing where they do kid stories and lots of treetop walkways, and yeah, it's just really fun. Hey Canadian Gamer, welcome along. Hello Unquan Turf YT, welcome along. Yeah, we can get up to the edge here. There we go, and then we'll cut down the middle of the field once we get back towards that. Should get a nice load of hay bales off it. They were playing my Twitter post about the farming simulator reply. Okay. I have no. In all fairness, Canadian Gamer, I have no idea what you're talking about at the moment. But yeah, I'm guessing I replied to it if I replied to it. Right, and right, that has got that nicely lined up. My internet is still a long way from perfect, I will say. It still drops down low all the time. No, wrong direction. But Twitch is marking it excellent, so it can't be all that bad. Evening, Badger Farms. Find Madgin, get up to date with all my YouTube series today. Oh, thank you. Oh, Pancake, yes. No, that's Cast by Copter. Yes, that's my fellow FSL esports caster, Cast by Copter. Oh, trying to sit in my chair properly, because the great thing about these noble chairs is they're really, really supportive if you sit in it properly. And I keep sitting in my chair wrong and giving myself backache. Need one of those books. Don't we all? Well, as I said many times, I didn't get to go to FarmCon, so I didn't get to pick up anything like that. I will go to FarmCon next year. I absolutely, and as I've said, I'm gonna make sure that Reva comes with me. So I'm gonna take my brother to FarmCon as well. Because I think he'd love, and I think he'd have a wonderful time experiencing that there. And he's doing really well. He's getting viewers and he's having good nights, and yeah. When his internet works, that's the only trouble. He's having the same sort of early day troubles as I had, where getting a reliable enough internet connection to stream on a regular basis was hard. And it's the reason why I have 3 internet connections that I can stream over, because I need something reliable enough that if something happens, like has happened recently, I can deal with it. You know, I can get it to I can make things work as I need to. Oh, thank you, Guy. Well, I want to get him up and working and doing everything, because, you know, he deserves to have success as well, which is, and it's good to have something to share with him as well. I really love that. So this isn't quite on an exact northerly setup. This. Right. That there is a brilliant screenshot. Just the sun ever so slightly, maybe. What that. There. Right, one of those two will do nicely. Have I got to the bottom of the manual combine unload? I've gone back to version 1 and all seems to be okay with... Oh, really? Oh, right. I haven't tried going back a version. What was for supper? Spaghetti bolognese, Canadian Gamer. It was delicious. Actually, it was one of my better ones. It just, yeah. It went really, really well. So much so I've got 3 Tupperware containers of it to eat over the next few days. Patrick T84, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. So let's do some in-cab. People are always telling me I need to do more in-cab in the realism experiment, so I'm going to do a bit of that, which is easier in all fairness with the with GPS running. Bring it in, line it up, and away we go. If I'm gonna get my Toby eye tracker working this week. And yeah, I think naturally when I'm in cab, I will keep more eyes on the screen. And then if I'm gonna chat to you guys, I'll come out the cab and do it like that. Find it hard to believe the small amount of likes you get on this series on BF2 with the massive amount of views. One of the best content creators out there. Thank you, FarmCatGR. We haven't hit 1,000 subscribers on VF2 yet. We're close. I think we're like 900 subscribers. on VF2. So if you haven't subscribed to VF2 yet, please do. Really, really important. If we can get to 1,000 subscribers, we can get that channel fully set up. Yeah, 910 subscribers. So I'm hoping that with getting videos going out on there again this week, we're going to get those last 90 subscribers, get the channel over 1,000, get it fully set up. We'll be able to put shorts on there. We'll be, I think we've got a community tab on there now, but I want to be able to get that channel fully up and running. And that will make a big difference. That will make a humongous difference to get that channel over 1,000. So I'm really, really pleased on the progress. I mean, the fact that it's got to 900 is huge. If I could solve it, thank you, Kuchen Trousers. Yeah, that Nightbot command does not work. Because it should be doing that. I knew there was a reason that I didn't use that before. It's supposed to bring up a random FS22 partner link is what that is supposed to be doing. Instead, it just brings up the command for the random FS22 partner link. Exclamation mark VF2 in the chat. Yeah, or that should also work, Martin. There we go. What's better, Pepsi or Coke? It's a poll. You don't vote for the last one. GG. Hey, Hip and Hide, welcome along. Of course. You can get 10% off your Advanced GG if you use code VF Gaming at checkout. Just put Advanced GG into the chat. It does now, TBS. You can now get Advanced GG in cans. As well as the wonderful little pots that are behind me up there. And I do like, actually, that I will say that is one of the things I really like about Advanced GG is those pots. I've had energy drinks like this before, and they just come in massive great pots, just huge great things. You're all wrong. And yeah, those are awesome. Those are absolutely awesome. And when I've been doing recordings at weekends, I've used either the focus or the energy, which is what I got up there, and it is just absolutely fantastic. I want to get some of the hydrate because I think the hydrate would be perfect for when I'm streaming. I think that would be awesome. So wouldn't keep me up all night. But yeah, I when I'm working and when I'm recording and things, I'll often get the focus is really good for when I'm working. Really good. There we go. Last little strip, and this crone has made short work of this field. Done. Off, fold up. So we'll go park this up. Maybe we'll get this done by lunchtime. That'd be good. Quite nice to have that big case baler as well. There we go. Just gonna check in the shop, see if we've got a change of sale stuff. No. Oh, I'm really tempted by that JCB. Really tempted. How much are we getting for this contract? I'm very tempted. If that JCB is there at the end, grabbing that JCB. Right. 21. Yeah, 21,000. That would go a long way to getting it, and still leave us a load of money to get the tractor. You know, it really would. Damn it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Right, I need 53,000. So we're gonna have to borrow 55,000. Oh, it's gonna cut into our money quite a bit. Right. 1, 2, 3. So we need to take this up to, yeah, there. So I think this is VF6. Back only. Okay. Yes. Michelin tires is going to add a lot of money on, so we'll go with that and buy it. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, exactly, Canadian Gamer. I didn't look at how many hours it got on it, but... Oh, I've added a mod on here, actually, that is quite cool. So, what it does is equipment will randomly break the lower its repair status is. Right. There we go. No bad attachment compared to all the other ones. I don't. It's probably, it must be like that IRL. Yeah, I could have had this on follow me, to be honest. It's got the same width on it as the mower. Never mind. Crash damage just like ETS. The reasoning why Giants have said to me before that we don't have crash damage and we don't have breakdown damage and things like that is because the equipment manufacturers don't want their machines to be seen damaged or failing to work or anything like that. So that is normally why that's the case. I don't know why it's less of an issue on something like ETS, but yeah, I'm there for it. I mean, I love the whole idea of stuff breaking down if it's not properly maintained. I think that's fair enough. Which is why I put the mod in, because again, it adds more realism. You know, if I'm letting my tractors get below 50% maintenance, then they should occasionally break down. And what I love about that mod is if I let my tractor get to 0 maintenance, it will not start, which is brilliant. But it should mean that I also maintain my equipment better as well, because I think the equipment is the same way. If you can't use a piece of kit if it hits 0 on its maintenance, it just won't work. So yeah, I love that as a feature. I've wanted that as a feature. This isn't getting some of the edge stuff sometimes, interestingly. I think the field dips slightly at the edge here. Because yeah, it dips slightly further into the field because it's definitely missing that edge bit. As soon as I turn away and off it, it's fine again. Construction Simulator comes out on Tuesday. Am I going to play it? I asked this on Twitter earlier, actually. Because it comes out on Tuesday, my stream that I normally do try out other games and things is Friday. So the question I had is, do people want me to play Construction Simulator on Friday? Would people be interested in me playing that game? Because if there's enough interest, yeah, absolutely, I'll go and play it. I think it'd be an awesome game to play, from the looks of it. As everybody else seems to be having fun with it at the moment. Yeah, sure. That is not a glowing recommendation. Canadian game. Oh. As I said, I like my sim games. I think it'd be an interesting one to have a go with. I mean, that's why I went with the Angler, because yeah, I love Call of the Wild, and the Angler just seemed an even better fit for me. Hello, Vitalik. 202003. Welcome along. Do we have it? Yeah, we've got enough turning circle here. Actually, I am going to go across the headland here and then square up the other edge, I think, is the best thing to do. Slow down. No, forwards. Square up this end. Mind you, try it. Exactly. Let you guys know whether it's a good game to play. I think this might be a little bit wider than my tether going down here. Right, square it off. Get it easier for us to do the rest of the field in a minute. In the entrance, I wish they'd come out with grazing options for animals on console. Yes, grazing is something I'd like to see. As I said, I think the big thing I'm looking for FS 25 is going to be my estimate of the game, is an overhaul to how animals work. I really want you to, what I'd really like to be able to do is, in the same way as you can define an area of field, I'd like to be able to go up to it and go, right, this area here is an animal paddock. So you've got a grass field, you know where the edge of the grass is, this is an animal area. And when you define that, you can then place a water trough, a feeding trough, and all that kind of stuff in it. And you need to place those placeables inside it to get it to properly work. And if it's grass, the animals will graze it, and I think that would just be a great way to work the animals. And that way, the only placeables you're putting in are placeable buildings. So you could put a barn down that has feeding troughs, water, and manure maybe. And we've got parts of this already. You know, we've already got separate manure areas, and we got separate we've got a separate silage pit and thing, not silage pit, slurry pit. You know, so all of this is going that way. I just think it would make animals that much more, very much more easy to define weird areas that you may not be able to place an animal area on, but you'd be able to place parts on. I think that would just be awesome. And the only way you'd get you'd get milk from cows is you'd have to place a milking parlor or a milking attachment to it and things like that. I think that would be just fantastic. Yeah. I really, really would love that. Maybe I should make a video on that. That would be good. What happened is funny. You weren't very enthusiastic about me playing Construction Simulator. Yeah, the thing you could then do with something like that is you'd be able to define maybe 3 or 4 grazing fields, and so you'd have your sheep, say, on one grazing field. They'd graze all the grass from that field. You'd move them over to the next one and let the grass regrow in the first one. And then maybe it would count the grass as having been fertilized or something like that to have had the sheep on it. Something like that. Just be brilliant. Hello, Simfan352. Speaking about construction, if you find it worthy thinking of diversifying, how about a series on it? Yeah, quite possibly. That might be a way to go. Yeah, your enthusiasm was worthy of an Englishman, Canadian gamer. Yeah, and then exactly, bring them to the barn or the shed for winter, and maybe not, and then you don't necessarily have to have a grazing area. You could just go, right, this area, and put and then maybe, then you could have a placeable barn in the way that placeables work now, that just have the cows inside it. You know, that would be brilliant. What a way to do animals that would be. Maize Plus has there's an additional mod that came out with Maize Plus that brings grazing. I want to install it. In fact, I should install it on here. In fact, yeah, after we've done this. No, let's do this now. I meant to get that because it's a realism mod. So, save game. I meant to install that and forgot to do it. So we'll go grab this quickly. So downloadable content, new stuff. So the one you're talking about is this one. So animal grazing, what does this mod do? In short, this mod makes animals have grass meadow areas that eat grass. Similar to already known grazing feature in Seasons mod from FS versions. Grass is eaten in growth stages. As long as there's below 25% total fill volume in the feeding trough, it will always fill 25 in one go. Above 20, add the total food uses per hours in grass. Above 85%, it doesn't add any more grass to the trough, so there's always room for other feeds. One thing to know is food use is relatively low. The short deco grass in their grass areas, which doesn't grow and thus can't be eaten, needs to be changed. You either paint it in with in-game foliage painting. Alternatively, you can always plough the meadow area and seed it with grass. One includes the animal grazing. Okay. Right. Let's install that. Should work with the way this map is, I think. So the way this map is, the grass field we have for our cows, I already updated that. That's weird. LOL Player 2123, welcome along. Pumps and Hoses DLC this week. I don't know actually, because it's not a Giants DLC, because it's Creative Mesh DLC. I don't know if I'll be able to have hands on it this week, but it is out next week, so looking forward to that. Right, let's go back in here. We'll see if the animal grazing mod works or if it completely breaks my save game. Where are we? Oh no, sorry, grazing will be under G, won't it? Or is it under animal grazing? Not under animal grazing. Tell me it downloaded and installed, please. There it is. Realism add-on. There we go. It's fine. I'm gonna go with it as it is. Hey, DK Lolman 1989, welcome along. Can't stay long. Fair enough. Go follow Damon, everybody. I've still got some updating to do with my streaming setup. Yeah, I saw animal food consumption is changing. You shouldn't be able to fill the feed areas up and then not worry about it for months. Yeah, it's very true, and it's one of the bits that that is update is available. Okay. No, we need to go back to the tractor. Only time we're allowed to teleport is if we've gone out for a save and come back. There we go. Start vehicle. Turn on GPS. Set first waypoint. Don't touch it. Set. No. Set second waypoint. Set width. And away we go. Yeah, we're springtime haymaking in May. Should bring us in a little bit extra cash. Which, considering we just bought a JCB, I am willing to bet that having bought that JCB, we now end up with exactly the tractor we want at midday and not the money to afford it. Because we only have about 80,000. Mind you, if it comes up without GPS and without the actual thing, without the and without the Isaria, I won't care. I will just straight up buy the tractor, and then when we get some more money in, we can add those things on. Awesome, Badger. Thank you. I will check that out. We will be. We're going to have it on in the lounge. We'll have it on. I think the actual event starts at. Well, I think it kind of starts at 10:30. As I was saying last stream, I don't know because he's because he's the commander of the company. My brother was in command of all 3 honor guards when they took the Queen's body to or went to put her coffin to lie in state. So he was in command of all of that honor guard outside the palace, which in itself is just so daunting. So I don't know if he's going to be in command of anything tomorrow. I should really ask my father. That would be really good. But yeah, have I been to the palace? I haven't been to the palace. But yeah, my brother is a major in the Grenadier Guards. And he is, yeah. It's quite awesome, actually. And I was just watching it the other day, and they and on ITV, and they mentioned his name and saying he's commander of everything. I went, wow, that's awesome. It's not Reaver, no, it's the next one down. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that not only his grandkids will talk about, but probably my grandkids will talk about. The better one. Oi. You nearly joined the game. Oh, nice, Martin. My grandfather. So there is a bit of family history with the royal family. My grandfather was in the Coldstream Guards, and during the Second World War, he was stationed at Sandringham, protecting the royal family. And so he, on several occasions, met and I think in some instances dined with the then Princess Elizabeth, and the King. Yeah, which is, yeah, quite something. Yeah, Sandringham is unsurprisingly gridlocked at the moment. It'll be mad tomorrow as well. No, but I actually have my grandfather's war Bible. I got given it by my grandmother at my confirmation, which is a neat little piece of history. But yeah, we would. That will be, you know, Major Thompson of the Grenadier Guards, who was in charge of the honor guard for the Queen, is just so cool. And I swear that it was his voice I heard when they were ordering I swear there was his voice I heard ordering the pallbearers who were loading the coffin off the gun carriage to take her to Lion State. I'm absolutely swear it is. And Reva swears it is as well. My dad tells me it's not. But yeah. Visit to church. That is Scurvy Ham. I love the Cabinet War Rooms. The Cabinet War Rooms are such an awesome piece of history. I mean, I'm a bit of a World War II. Well, I wouldn't say World War II buff, but I love that era of history to the point where in my lounge I have a whole load of volumes of first-hand accounts of both the First World War and the Second World War. And they came up for auction about 3-4 years ago at a local auction house, and I saw them and I went, I have to have those, because so much of history and that period of history these days you get as a second-hand account. You know, it's that generation sadly has almost completely left us, and yeah, it is. We only have their writings and people's interpretations of those writings left. And the reason I wanted these books was because they're first-hand accounts written almost immediately after the events. So there are volumes in there. The First World War volumes aren't called first-hand accounts of the First World. They're actually called The Great War, which nobody after World War II called it that. So yeah, it's some really awesome stuff. Hey, Mad Alex, welcome along. So yeah, it's been an interesting few days. Greg was born 11:45 on the 20th of June 1982, and Prince William born 9:03 on the 21st. Wow. So you are a whole yeah, you're nearly 22 hours older than Prince William. Hey, Scouser Boy 1, welcome along and cheers. You see, I was a Jubilee baby, so I was born in the year of the Queen's Silver Jubilee, and yeah, which is it's odd because it's, you know, 70. This year was her Platinum Jubilee, which means 30 years time. Well, I'll be 100, which I don't think I'm going to make. No, that's not quite. No, that's not right. I won't be 100. I will be 75. Got letters from my granddad, who served on the first of the big battleships and normally pounding the coast with bombs. Wow. That must be amazing stuff to read, Mad Alex. That really must. And look, thank you, David. Yeah, no, I'm 45. I'm a grand old, and do you know what? I need to get rid of the beard again, because I look about 5-6 years younger when I don't have the beard. So the beard needs to go again. I need to shave more often, is what that means. It's very, very graphic. But do you know what? I would rather read it unsanitized like that, Alex, and have a real account like that than the very sanitized, the very you know, the very cleaned up version that you get in the history books. Oh, it's been 30s. Yes! Reaver Luke 60. I am not commenting on how hard Reaver's life has been, David. SimWorlds SS, welcome along. What map am I on? I am playing Calmsden at the moment. Have you seen the World War II Rebuilder game on Steam? Simulator game where you repair places after the war ended. I haven't. That sounds like an interesting game. Because you had that was the Marshall Plan that did a lot of the rebuilding. That was America sending us in Europe a lot of money to help rebuild. I don't feel that old. Oh, I am, for people on Twitch, I'm geriatric. You know. Yeah. Who says old people can't be content creators? I'm calling myself an old person at 45. Actually, now that we're doing just this map on here for Farm Sim, I really should bring the map command back. I can't switch over to it on there. I can't do it on there. Oh, no. I'll do it after the stream. But we'll bring the map command. Will I be trying Relight by Such Sneak? Don't know. I haven't heard of that. Hello, Dill Pickerson. Welcome along. Born on the 40th anniversary of D-Day. Wow. You see, that's the thing that gets me at the moment. So, I was born in 1977, 45 years ago. If I go back 45 years from 1977, gets scary, because 40 years back from 1977 is 1937. Add another years on that, and that's 1932, i.e. 90 years back from now. So someone who was my age in 1977 would have been born in 1932 and served in the Second World War, possibly. In that 32 is actually a bit young, but yeah, would have been evacuated in World War II, certainly. They'd have been 11, 12 years old, which is you see, that's the thing, Thefisherj. My dad was born 2 years after World War II. My dad was born 2 years after World War II. Right, we need to drop this off. Oh, for those of you who were in last night's stream over on YouTube for the community multiplayer, how confused was I getting about not having manual attach? I kept jumping out of my tractor all the time to attach and detach stuff. And then going, oh, what is that? Your grand's still alive and she's 94. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I think both my grandparents would have been, all my grandparents at this point would have been over 100. Oh, no. change. Change work mode. Toggle work mode 13. That one. Right, middle. There we go. Turn it on. Drop it down. There we go. Later, Damon. Have a good one. I was born 100 years to the month of death. Wow. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, Patrick. I am 2 months older than Star Wars. There we go. Getting this road up is going to be pretty good. Gonna... Oh, will this get this patch here? Yeah, it did. And it merged it in as... oh, almost. It merged it in as hay, though, which is good. I do like that function in FS22. You've got a large amount of stuff like that, it will just merge it in. And it won't merge it in as a separate thing, it just mixes in with whatever the majority is. Which makes sense. It hasn't got all of it, but it's got the vast majority. Which I'm happy enough with. Right, and then on the next row, we are going to set up the GPS for this. Once I've got back in stuff at that edge there. Right. So get us on. I'm going to do this the other way. Actually, I still have a row. Right. Okay. So move. Give me the full width. Go down there. Like so. And actually, we might end up merging most of this row into one nice big row. Hey, Rocket Kid, welcome along. Yeah, most of this should merge into one nice big row. Fantastic. Leave us with a little bit up the edge here. You can see here, yeah, it's still pulling it in, but next row it will not pull the full row in. And then fairly quickly it'll stop pulling any of it in. And that actually drops the height of this rope. Cut that. Bring it around. And take this end bit out as well. I'll take the lines off. Perfect. I'm good, thank you, Rocket Kid. Yeah, I'm doing well. It's been a good day today. We've had some family time, which has been brilliant. Always a good thing to have. Meant I didn't get as much recorded as I wanted to today, but I think today's video's done pretty well. Just want to have a quick look at that. It was one of those things. Yeah, today's video has done pretty well. I'm happy with it at the moment. I basically had a look. People have been telling me on Stone Valley that it has an issue with some contracts not completing. So I got to the bottom of it, and that's what today's video is very much about. So I haven't had Sunday in a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a Sunday that hasn't been massively busy. And today wasn't. And yeah, fitting around everything tomorrow is going to be fun. And then we can come up to this corner, turn in, and we'll loop this into here. Get on our line, and away we go. There we are. And now this should all row up nicely. Have you ever built a silo dispenser for ferts and limes so you don't have to go to the shop so often? No, I don't tend to build things that automatically give me money. I haven't seen the new Maypole update. Hello, Jackson Kiefer. Welcome back. It's coming up to midday. I do like these mergers, I think, more than windrowers. They're great for being more precise with. Gonna have to fix Nightbot. They're currently going through. I'll have to try and pop into GD's stream at some point if I can. I need to set that up, Triggy. This is Calmsden Farm by Oxygen David. Do I have slurry on hand for the pumps DLC? I do. We have a lot of slurry on here, actually. So we're going to be using the pumps and hoses DLC on here. And yeah, we have a decent amount of slurry kicking about. No news on Court Farms at the moment. Wonder, can I get this down? Take it down with that. That will do. There we go. That should be a fair enough speed to turn around as well. It's a really nice sunny day here on Calmsden. There was before this map. Oh, this map is absolutely perfect for pumps and hoses. The way we're going to set pumps and hoses up on here, it'll be perfect. Will I use the DLC content or just... I know I'll probably use other bits because the thing we've got that will probably be fairly useful is we've got those 3 fields where we could put a silage, some silage storage in the middle of, and then just run the hose up and down the field from, which I think will be absolutely perfect. This is another reason, though, we need this mid-range tractor, because I want something with a 3-point on the front that we can put everything on and do it all properly. So, yeah, this is part of the reason why I'm looking for this tractor. How? Oh, no, that's not what I want. What I want is this. How much does that other contract pay? 19,000, and it's for, oh god, it's that silage bet. Do I have a silage wrapper? I do not. The problem I've got is if we do this second one, apart from the fact, why is it giving me a tether for a silage baling contract? The other problem I've got is that it comes with that Xerion, which doesn't take a front freaking mower. So it's just going to be a pain in the butt to do. But it will give me a load of money. Will's Run, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. Yeah, just the, that's it. I've just got the sausage wrapper, so... I think if you get a 670 case to do the field spreading and then use the mid-range tractor to run a pump. Yeah. But... no, I'd probably do the probably get mid-range tractor to do the stuff, and then possibly get the case to run the, well, hell, our little 7610 should be able to run that stuff, shouldn't it? I think. Let me check. Mod hub. Let's see what the DLC has. Pumps and hoses. This is what you do when you're on GPS. Right, so the pump. Where's the pump? Where's the pump? Where's the pump? Details. 50 horsepower. Pump should only take about 50 horsepower to run, by the looks of things. So, yeah, our 7610 will run it. I'm good, thank you, Willis Ron. There's a mod hub that allows course for fix that you will not get wrong vehicles for jobs. Yes, there are, and I probably, having had that Xerion several times now, I think I need to probably get that. Am I going to be using any of the new vultures on here? No plans at the moment, Eugene. Unless one comes up. If one comes up for us, actually, it's gone midday. Let's have a quick look. No, we've got a cultivator. So yeah, if one comes up, then yeah, I'll have a vulture on here. I'm not being picky on my mid-range tractor. I just want something between 150 and 200 horsepower. That's the only requirement I have. Oh, no. There's a little bit more. That will allow me to put GPS and the Isaria on it. If I can't do those two things, it's not a huge amount of use to me because it's going to be a spraying tractor, and it's basically, you know, for that mid-range work. So roughly. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. And that's why we have 2 headlands. Yeah, roughly midday and midnight, I think it is, Martin. Stuff does tend to change over sometimes, or appear some other times. But mostly we check it at midday in game, and then we check it at midnight so that we can then see for the next day whether there's going to be anything. Whereas if otherwise I'm just going to be checking it all the time, and it just doesn't change often enough for that. And it doesn't disappear quickly enough for that either. So. I mean, the other way I could do it is I could lease a tractor, but we'd have to lease it with care wheels, and we'd have to, and basically it would be stuck in the care wheel configuration until we had the money to buy it outright. It would take us longer to do it, and we would end up not being able to. Well, we'd end up having to buy another field before we could then buy the tractor. What am I doing in this field? This is hay. We're making hay for a contract at the moment. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm rowing up the hay. We're then going to get the bale around here and get this all baled up and cleared away. There's it's May. The only thing we need to do on our farm is spray the crop, and at the moment we can't do that because we don't have a tractor we can do it with. Relight modding recommended was the graphic mod changes how the lighting works in game. Okay, I wonder how it would affect a map like this. Because this map has its own custom lighting setup, I believe. Doesn't affect... Does not affect... Okay, okay. I will have to give it a look. I mean, I'm weird with farm sim. I tend to like the lighting setup most of the time anyway, so... We'll have a look. If it looks cooler, we'll see. Like, I'm going to find a... Based on contracting, I've always wanted to do it. That's quite cool, Rocket Kid. The only thing I've found doing that is, of course, you are limited to what equipment you get with the contracts. But if you set up your own contracting business, you know, and get your own equipment for it, you're also, of course, restricted with the jobs. So there's certain things that you'll never get to play on a contract-only playthrough. A lot of people really enjoy Relight me as well. Relight makes things look very crisp. I'll have to have a look at it. I'll go check it out. There we go. Actually, what I'm going to do quickly, those two can come together. Like so. There we go. Turn it off, fold it up. Let's go get the baler. Yeah, I suppose if you do start from scratch, what you can do is you can go and buy your own equipment and everything, do lots of contracts with the start from scratch money, and then yeah, eventually buy your own land. Shire Farm, yeah, might be a good one to do. It depends. Yeah, it's one of those things where you want a good mix of fields so that when you come to buy your own stuff, or you buy your own farm, it's not too expensive to do it. But at the same time, you want stuff that's going to give you decent size, you know, decent amounts for contracts initially as well. Right, there we go. Big baler time. Interesting thing is, if I did both the contracts we've got sitting on here today, I would be able, well, that would basically pay for, almost completely pay for the JCB we've just bought. Right, we want to start up the top end of the field. It's not a Heston, it's the standard game baler. No, that's not how you spell it. There we go. This is a job you can do in cab much better. Much better. If you do baling contract, can you deliver the silage straight away, or do you have to wait for them to change? You can deliver it straight away. Silage bales ferment immediately. Hello, Gaming FFC. Welcome along. Whereas, yeah, bales you do yourself will take a little while to actually ferment. Ooh, have our soybeans actually, are they growing? Yeah, they are. Good. Because we had to get a new roller on that, didn't we? Actually, did we get a new roller on that? Did we roll them? I don't know if we did actually roll them in the end. That's a good way to find out. Rollers. I thought I replaced my rollers. Did I not? Apparently I did not. Okay, I don't think I've rolled that field. Field 4 needs rolling. Dang. Okay. Gonna have to deal with the, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that again today, because if we leave it another day, it's over. No, so Tuesday I'm not streaming. Friday will be, if I do construction sim, Friday will be the construction sim release stream. Yeah, Wednesday as normal will be 7 Days to Die. But if people want me to take a look at construction sim, then we'll have a look at that on Friday. There we go. Bill Games 3256. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And welcome along. Thank you very much. You are also most welcome. I found out why twin wheels on the contract. Oh, really? Ah, okay. So what does it just? That's weird. Why is it doing that, Badger Farms? That's really weird. Do you do small or medium-sized bale for contracts? Never sure which is better. I am just doing whatever it's given me. So I'm doing the 220s. But you're right. I could possibly get the contract going a bit faster if I was to do bigger bale sizes. I mean, I had less to pick up at the end. But yeah, I just tend to go with whatever the default standard the contract gives me. I actually forget most of the time that you can alter bale sizes. Well, let's create your own vehicle selection. Oh, really? Ah. Oh, I'll have to go and have a look at that. Because maybe I can get rid of that damn Xerion. Nice as tractor as it is, that it's just useless with a front mower. I can't connect it up. Makes me wonder if there's anything in its sort of power range that would be a good substitute. So I keep getting that. Is there anything around here? What's the power range? So the power range of that is yeah, see, it comes with a 3-point, but no PTO, so it's useless from that point of view. But I think the next closest one that's usable would be, yeah, instead of that, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be the big Fent, isn't it? Which doesn't have a front. Really? Why does this tractor not have a front PTO? Or am I being... No, there is no front PTO on this tractor, is there? I'm not imagining things here. Why would you build a tractor with this much power and not put a front PTO on it? You're then looking at the case. Just for weight. The case has it. So the case will go up to 435. So yeah, this one could go on that contract. Where's the queue? Where's the big Ultra? That's weird. Oh, there's the Q series. It's not as powerful as I thought it was. Okay. New Holland T8 would do it as well, yeah. So T8 Genesis would do it. 435 horsepower. Yeah, you're looking at. Guessing this doesn't have a front PTO. Yeah, no front PTO on the 8 RX. So yeah, you're looking at either the case, the Magnum, the... Yeah, that has a front PTO. The class, Terra Track, or the T8 Genesis. Yeah, the T8 Genesis, the class, or the case are what you want. But it is really weird that tractor doesn't have a yeah. Lack of front PTOs at high-powered tractors is just odd. So I think I'd have to go and adjust the XMLs for that. Something I find really, really insane watching the live stream, people coming to pay respects to the Queen of the Palace, and it keeps ongoing. But overall, it's good to see people showing respect. The queue, yeah, they're telling people now not to join the queue. Quite frankly, you won't get through it before. I think the queue closes at 6:30 tomorrow morning, so joining the queue now would be pointless. You'll stand there all night and won't get to pay your respect. I understand. Thing is, I understand some people's opposition and some people's feelings who are Republicans. It's not a view I share, but I understand where they're coming from. 74XCZ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFM. Sent me a link to a video. The same person mentioned about adding the crop calendar. Oh, is it disturbed? Okay. That would make sense. Yeah, he did, and kudos to all those people. You know, all the people who could have jumped the queue and didn't. I know that there are some celebrities who have taken quite a bit of flack for queue jumping, and yeah, I don't think that's right. I think David Beckham did the right thing. Made no sense why people were clapping, screaming, everything. Not the wedding. Yeah. Am I using the farmland auctions and how does it work? I'm not using the farmland auctions on here. Probably should be. But if you want to see how the farmland auctions work, check out my Attingham Park series, because we are running it on there. We have bought a field at auction so far. And basically, an auction will appear. Isn't he already in? I thought Beckham already was. I thought he already was Sir David Beckham. An auction will appear and you'll get a certain amount of time to go and basically try and buy the field like normal. Every time you try and buy the field, it puts another bid in. So don't do what I did and bid twice, because I bid twice and ended up paying more for the field than I needed to. So yeah, I thought he was Sir David Beckham already. Nightbot still trying to put commands in the chat and failing. I think my opinion of David Beckham has softened over the years. I think it's part. I've never been a massive football fan, so his heart seems to be in the right place most of the time. And this week, he showed that. Thefisherj is making the bank. International tries everybody trying to get on and head to the UK before the funeral. I think anybody trying to head to the UK before the funeral. You're right. Why is David Beckham not a sir? I take it back. I think there were tax issues. Yeah, I'm amazed he's not a sir. That's weird. Just trying to see if there's anything in here about ambassador football. Honours, here we go. Individual. Jeez, his list of honours is huge. Special. So he was made an OBE in 2003. So Prime 100. He's a gold blue Peter badge winner in 2001. Yeah. He is not a sir. How is David Beckham not a sir? Footballing legend previously had received a knighthood, was due to an issue with ATM card. It was deemed ineligible for the honour of the tax. Oh, really? Wow. He probably should be at this point, let's face it. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't in a couple of years. Speaking of sirs, so this is the wildest of connections. But speaking of sirs, and going across to Sir David Jason, and from Sir David Jason going across to Only Fools and Horses, has anybody else? This is probably a UK thing. Has anybody else seen the adverts on YouTube for Only Fools and Horses the musical? It looks both awesome and awful in equal measures. Whoever is playing Rodney has one of the best Nicholas Lyndhurst impressions that I've ever heard. It's brilliant. But whoever is playing Dal is at times sounds brilliant and at other times does not. And it's just, yeah. You've actually seen it, Madman Gaming. Is it any good? Or have you been? Because I'm... Oh. But ad blocking my kit. Oh. It's just... Yeah, what's your life? Was it any good? I need to know, Madman Gaming. Was it any good? Is the Only Fools and Horses musical any good? I still need to get to... I absolutely have to go and see Back to the Future the musical. I will say. Yeah, absolutely. That's something I need to go. It's not a remake by any means. It has been... Yeah, I mean, there are bits in the advert that obviously look like it's playing on the series, but I wasn't expecting it to be a remake. And the person who's written it, Paul Whitehouse, is a fantastic writer and one of our best comedy writers the last sort of 30 years. So You know, it's got the writing chops are there, but I'm intrigued. Falling through the bar, yeah. Yeah, they show a couple of those bits in the thing. But oh, I am intrigued by it. I have to say, it's because if anybody's that's the other one. If anybody's seen the Back to the Future the musical, I'm really intrigued. How good is that? Is that any good? Because I would really quite like to go and see that. I'm a massive Back to the Future fan, and yeah. Right, a little bit there in case we have to come back and get it. Oh. Only 2 rows to go, and then we will have this all nicely cleaned up and ready to collect and deliver. Just brilliant. See, this is the thing, I'm just checking the shop all the time now. Oh, we've got a Roper Keller 2 coming to the used stuff. No use to me whatsoever. Oh, and I missed a load of hay doing that. Right, I'm going to go and clear up this bit. Don't know whether that might be important, that might not. What I can do is, this is a, I know this might run quite a way up here, actually. When's the cooking stream? When my kitchen is clean enough and I have myself set up well enough to do it. I'm not currently getting HelloFresh at the moment. I've had to cut back money-wise a little bit. So, yeah, I can't afford to do the HelloFresh meals each week, unfortunately. But I do have a lot of recipe cards. Room with its 3 brushes and 4 brushes and 3 handles. Oh, isn't that that's based on an actual thing? It's not the oh god, I'm trying to remember. The whole idea that if you replace everything of something, that it's still the same thing. He's looking for his broom, and he mentions he's had it for so many years. Bought a Tobii eye tracker last week. These things need more sliders to mess with them. Yeah, there's mine. Mine needs playing with. I know that because I spoke to the guys from Tobii at oh, come on, at TwitchCon Amsterdam, and there is some updates and things coming up later in the year, I think it is. So we have the recipe cards, still do it, but out there with the prices. Yeah, it's. I mean, I like it. I like the whole thing of getting all of the ingredients, you know, in the exact amounts you need and everything. But yeah. I remember that, Gordon. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that's just kind of. As I said, I really like HelloFresh because it's made me. It actually has also made me cook things I wouldn't consider cooking otherwise. You know, I'd get a card in, I'd go, oh, that sounds nice, and I'd never consider cooking it. Or I would, rather than buying the separate ingredients and saving myself a little bit of cash, you know, making something overall, I would go out and buy pre-made stuff with a whole load of stuff in it that, you know, I don't need and shouldn't be eating anyway. So yeah, I'm thankful to the stuff that I've got from HelloFresh over time, but get off the back. There we go. Yeah, I think if I start, if money situation improves, then I'd probably start it up again. But as it, while I'm tightening my belt at the moment, you know, sort of £100 a month was money I could use elsewhere, and so yeah, I'm going to be right. Let's bring this in. Oh. I need to get that Nightbot thing working better. I think I can get it to do these with the timer. Prize supermarkets haven't started trying to do something like HelloFresh. The way the world seems to be going in general is subscriptions. Definitely seems to be the whole idea that the subscription model is something that very much everywhere seems to be adopting. And I don't think it's necessarily a good thing overall, you know. Well, it's definitely not a good thing overall, especially when it's functionality that exists and you're getting charged to use it. So I know that it's things like heated seats in BMWs. The heated seats are installed in the car, they will work, and then they charge you a monthly subscription to have them. Yeah, exactly, Gordon. No, that is just a cash grab. Charge somebody, because those are in the car, whether it's there or not, and to charge monthly for it, that is just insane. But the trouble is, if you hack it, they then turn around and you know, voids the warranty on the car, or you know, you're buying it on HP anyway, and then they want you to pay an extra monthly amount for that, and there's stuff like that. And even software, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that software quite often, you know, charges you a monthly fee. I mean, I use Adobe and I use the suite. The reason why I am happy-ish to pay the monthly thing is because the amount that I pay over a 2-year period is about the amount I pay to have the software anyway, and then I get the upgrade anyway. What I don't like about it is I don't own the software. Yeah, cost of living, absolutely, gaming FFC. And the other downside to it is, if I was to buy some software in the past, if I stopped using it, I could sell it on. I can't sell it on now because I don't own the software. It is a business expense for me. which is the other thing. If I wasn't streaming, if I wasn't video creating, I wouldn't have it. And in fact, for the first 2-3 years that I did this, I did not have the Adobe Suite. I had Photoshop, was the only one I had, because you could get that for like £10 a month. But no, I used a completely different program to edit all my videos for the first couple of years. Yeah. But then you used to get updates all the time. My thing about software as a service for updates is that should not be a thing. Software as a service for getting the next version, nah, I can see that. I mean, as I said, I was spending about as much getting the next version of Adobe as I spend on it, you know, now anyway. Where's this going? Cotswold Store Bales Sell Point. That should be... Bale Sell Point is that one there. Tag it. Like owning the software and then choosing the... Yeah, exactly. Premiere Pro I love, and I know a lot of other people suggest free options and push forward free options. Premiere Pro for me is great. I know how to use it, and the thing that really is great for me for Premiere Pro is its integration with other Adobe stuff. So I know if I do something in Photoshop or I do something in After Effects, I can bring it into Premiere Pro with no problem, in a way that's easy for me to edit and update. Whereas if I'm using something else, I have to render it out and then do it. So it's, yeah. Yeah, it's the whole idea of stuff being locked behind a paywall if it's actually there and should be usable. So it's like the heated seats. It's like stuff DLC on CDs was a huge issue when DLC first came out. You had to pay to unlock something on a CD that you already had. Was just what, you know? So yeah, but the world very much is going to a subscription based setup. I think given 50 75 years, you won't own much. You will own very little. You'll pay X amount every month out, and you will have a subscription to something, and if you can't pay the subscription, then you won't have that thing. And the moment you stop paying for the subscription, you'll lose access to that thing. Very much easier for me to have everything out of the box for a heavy editing. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? I think music has been a big proponent of this. The whole streaming situation for music. But I mean, I go back. So I go back 10, 15 years. And I was very much of the opinion that I wanted to archive and have my own stuff. So I still have a massive DVD collection. I had a massive video collection. I have a whole load of classic computer games and things. And, you know, I have my own copies that I can archive and that I can do with what I want. Now I have I have most of my stuff through streaming, and if it goes off the streaming service, I lose access to it. It's the same with so many other things. It does worry me a little bit about Steam. If Steam was ever to go, Steam have said the games you own if Steam was ever to close, they would you would have access to all your games one way or the other. But who could download? Absolutely, who could download their entire Steam library? I mean, I couldn't. I could not download every game on my Steam library. 2 reasons. 1, I do not have enough disk space for that. And 2, I do not have the bandwidth for that. You can. How much have you got on Steam, FarmCatGR? But you know, I reckon there would be very few people who could. Yeah. Might take one. But that's the thing. You'd have to not only download it over your broadband, you would have to have the space for it. You would have to buy all of the storage for it. And yeah, and that's the other thing, J-Man James. You know, I look at well, it's not just that, it's so they would have to uncouple it from Steam. And that's the thing, because at the moment, if I move all my games from one machine to another and it's an offline machine and Steam isn't active, I can't play those games on the second machine without connecting to Steam, running the checks through Steam, and then playing offline. You have 49 games on Steam. Hang on. I have... I'm hoping this is... Actually, I'm just going to switch to here before I go and show something off I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on here I'm showing off that I shouldn't. Right. So, BF. I have... Must have games listed here somewhere. Nope. Ooh. Yeah, I have quite a few games on here. Not very many. Is there a number? There's no number. Oh yeah, there we go. 188 uncategorized, so 228 games. No, 238 games. Oh, Kuka, you have one more game than me on Steam. One more game than me on Steam. I don't have Farming Simulator 22 on Steam. I should mention. Oh god, yeah, there's a whole load of stuff I have off Humble Bundle that I've never registered. Partly because I tend to give a lot of it away. I have probably played maybe 10 to 20% of those games. And I do have a few games that I don't have on Steam. Not many, though. Gaming is tail and grab it. That's called the Steam time of the year sale, isn't it? FS15 was from Humble Bundle. My first foray into FS15 was... Oh, God, I've gone the wrong way. Was due to it being available on Amazon Black Friday. So, yeah, I bought FS15 as an Amazon Black Friday purchase. And just fell in love with it. Fell in love with it, actually, before I even started playing it. I've told this story a few times before, I think. Yeah, I basically had Bought FS15. It was going to take like a week and a half to arrive. So I went to YouTube and started watching videos to learn how to play it. And watched a load of landing kit stuff. And when you know what? I can make videos like this. This is Calmsden base guy. So, and Draxler's Plays, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And yeah, so I did. I think the one that I watched was a forestry one where I saw him struggling with something, and I went, I want to put the solution to this up. I want to teach people how to do this thing that I'm seeing them do. So at 3090 for €1,000 new. Yeah, nobody's buying a 3090 for €1,000. Remember my first purchase Steam Microsoft bundle. My first thing I ever got on Steam, because Steam is 25 years old, I think, or 21 years old this year, something like that. Mr. Hot Dog 156, thank you for the follow. Was actually Half-Life 2, and I didn't purchase Half-Life 2 on Steam. I bought Half-Life 2 and mistakenly bought the CD version of it instead of the DVD version of it. And it was something ridiculous, like 10 CDs or something to do it. Oh, hang on, €1,000. That's cheap. No, my bad. €1,000. Sorry, I'm going back to €1,000 is actually damn good for a 3090. Although at current prices, that's still must be nearly at parity. There are German videos on YouTube showing pumps and hoses from Gamescom. Yes, there are. Giants had pumps and hoses at Gamescom for people to play. Watching Arthur Chapman video. That's the thing. I look at Arthur's channel and it hasn't grown much in the last couple of years. It's one of those things where Gordon, I cannot allow that. Oh no, I meant. Oh damn. Yeah. Why did I allow? I pressed that. Oh well, I can't allow it, and then I did. It's late. That's all right. I should just, yeah. I'm not reading it out. That is fairly mildish, I know. Can I write the name of the map? Does this still work? No, that's Bessie Beneath. No, that doesn't work. It's not that link. That link's the wrong one. I'll get the map command sorted by next week. Because with lots of people coming in and asking about this. Naval Iceman 30, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. I missed how much the first trailer delivered. It's got to be fairly high because we delivered one trailer and we're up to 67%. I think this might complete this contract. Over 40 pieces now listed for pumps and hoses to be, yeah. Which is awesome. I mean, we were a week away, a week on Tuesday. 58%. Okay, so this is going to give us a little bit of money as well. And then the rest we're going to go and put in our shed. We might try and load it, actually, with our new JCB. Because that's the other advantage. The JCB will unload the bales that we have from this stacker fairly nicely. So I don't know if the 7610. Well, this 7610 be enough to run the. Ooh, nice big. You know what? That has added more stuff more quickly. That's weird. So no, what I was saying, Martin, earlier is not true. It isn't at midnight and midday. It just adds stuff. Right, what I want to check is animals. This 90 horsepower. Okay, I think the problem with this is our 7610 mounts it too high. It's annoying like that. I'm playing Farm Sim 20. How do you use your signals? If you're on PC, it's keys 1 and 3 on the numpad. And I did have it at one point that you do it. Did I have it like that? Oh, there we go. No, that is both of them. Yeah, I used to have it on my flappy paddles, but I'm not sorted that out again. 1 and 3 numpad, yeah. I should have that on, actually. Right, and unload. Look at the state of this tractor. You're on console. I'm not sure what the command on console is. There we go. Little bit of extra cash. And now the rest of the field is all ours to store for our cows, which is why I don't do tedding on my own fields, because we do one contract, and it is. There we go. Martin's got it for you. That mower, use your. The mower I've got at my farm, yeah, I use it for my grass work. I don't use it for contracts because contracts tend to have bigger grass work. What consoles don't have easily, I think, are is the warning lights like I've got on now. I have to tend my fields as I have beef and dairy cows. Well, that's the thing. The amount of extra hay bales I'm getting off here, I don't need to tend my fields. Hey, Tactical Waffle. There we go. R1 and left or right on the D-pad. There you go. Yeah, then you can have hazards. Yeah, I knew that the side panel had hazards. If you can get it to work, though, isn't there an issue with the panel on consoles for FS22? Because I know that Mr. CDP's certainly initial release didn't work. I don't know if that's been patched since. But yeah, side panel initially for FS22 didn't work. And I should mention, side panel is not officially supported either. How many bales do we have left on this field? That's more than a single trailer's worth. That's a lot of bales. still can't get used to a wheel in FS. Oh, I'm not overly happy with not using a wheel on FS. Yeah, this is more than a trailer's worth. I use Stream Deck as your side panel until I get round to making my own. Yeah, that's the... I would like to make my own side panel because my one at the moment... Well, I keep breaking them. To the point where my current one I opened up and completely disconnected the item causing the issue. Me too, Richard, actually. I think we... It was released originally with the gold edition of FS15, and I would like to see an update of the heavy duty bundle. Ah. I used to be quite good at electronics a few years ago. Whoa. Whoa there, Nelly. There we go. So I've got space for 3 more bales, and I've got 5 here. You'd also expect, though, Richard, the price to go up if that happened. Probably, you know, that's true, actually. Yeah, probably go up anyway. It's more the quality of the twist, you know, the twisting connection, which is the bit I always break on it, and now have completely disabled on my control panel. I basically opened it up, disconnected it, and stuck it to the back so that it just wouldn't misfire anymore. Grab the last 2 with the JTB. I'll grab it with this. We got to go back up there anyway. Yeah, you can see all of the weeds that we need to spray off. I think we're going to have to lease a sprayer for that. No, that's not a good idea. Let's turn this around. Yeah, flight stick to use instead of one on the panel. In fact, I do have a joystick. I do have a Logitech joystick that I could use. And in fact, I did. Before I had a side panel, I used a Logitech joystick. Valid relight to Attingham looks amazing. I'll have to check it. I'm gonna have to check it now. So we got 2 things we still need to get today. We need to get a roller, and we need to get a and do that. And we need to get... What's that thing I needed to get? I need to do something else. Can't remember what it is. That's annoying me now. I need to sell the milk. How much milk do we have? Milk. I think we have enough to sell milk today as well. That'll be good. Hello, Andromeda Ascendant. Welcome along. We did check the eggs. Oh, we did check the eggs last time. We need to sell some eggs. You're right, Blackmare. We need to sell eggs. How many hours we got in this playthrough? Let's have a look. So this did get updated with the number of hours we initially had. We are on 158 hours. What was for supper? Spaghetti bolognese. Cheers, Andromeda Ascendant. Right, I'm going to drop these bales off. I'm going to take a very short break, and then I will be back. I need to go and get some more drink, because I've run out. Hello, Rusty Ron. Welcome along. There we blow. Oh, round it in. Okay, so I'm going to drop these two next to here as well. And then we've got to go back up to the shop, get our other equipment and get it back here. Ooh, that sounds awesome, Gordon. There we go. Right. I'm going to let that come down and I will be right back. Right, let's get this finished off. Down with that. Yeah, we're going to get bale forks for the JCB. We are also... yeah, we'll get bale forks for the JCB. So I'll have to spend a little bit of money on that, but that shouldn't be too bad. And we also... Yeah, we've got so much to do. We've got to get the rolling done. I absolutely need to roll that field. So I need to look at a roller. That probably means we're going to have to bring a tractor back up here. But we discovered that that roller destroyed our crop last time, so I need to make sure that we don't do the same again. It's annoying because that roller is fantastic, but it just, yeah, just causes problems. Right, so park this up outside of the shop. That is all done, and we can complete this contract now. So into here and collect. Perfect. Right, 19,897 for that. We need... No, nothing new in that. We need a bale for telehandler tools. 900 for that one. Yeah, that's the only one we got. Buy that. Yes. Okay. Andy 3000, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the VFN. Thank you, Martin. Right, we'll get this following. I do like that the fix to that came out sorted that out. Hey, Andy, welcome along. Yep, got a driver in there. I hope VF06 is the right number plate for this. Oh, do you know what? I've wanted to use this JCB on stuff for a very long while. I'm really quite happy to have it on this map. So I'm in the UK. How difficult is tractor registration in the UK? Not really any difficult than registering any other vehicle on the road, I don't believe. Like every other motor vehicle that's on the road, you have to have a number plate and tax the vehicle. That's about it. I'm not sure what the situation MOT wise and things is, which is our annual car test for the state of a vehicle, but yeah. Getting it actually on the road in the first place isn't too difficult. Inspections, I don't know. It's the one thing that I don't think I ever witnessed on the farm. Right. We'll go put this in the shed. Half tempted actually to park it out here or in a different shed. There we go. Then they're exempt. Would kind of make sense. And we'll go park this up over here. Yeah, there's no milk in that yet. Cool, right. What's the weather forecast like? Let's have a look. Because that is going to really tell me what I'm going to do next. Sun, sun, sun. A little bit of short shower and then rain. Ideally, I don't want to leave those outside, but we really, really need to get this field rolled. So let's see what the shop has for us that we might be able to go and pick up. Roller-wise. See, nothing is nicely as cheap as those, although those are. And I need to roll one field. I am not above borrowing one set of rollers. Yeah, can't use that one. That's the one we returned because it's not working at the moment. That one there at 6 meters. I don't want to use the KZs again. I think we might have to use this one. Is it tax equity? Yeah. This map is I'm going to use this one. This map is the is Calmsden. Right, we want the Cambridge. Sky blue. Yeah, I kind of like that. Roller color, yeah. Blue, sky blue, light grey, no, portrait white. Rim color, we'll go with the white. Yeah, hydraulics color, white. There are four stripe. Yeah, there is. There we go. There we go. We might go with that then, I think. So let's lease that. 1,600. Yes. Okay. Bob Robs 2009. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the BFN. And I should be able to use this. Hence the reason me going for all those blues. Let's drop that off. Get this into reverse. And drop the big weight off the back. Whoa. Forwards. There we are. Yep, this is 05, this one, so should be fine. Measures one type. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Voxball, it caused me the same issues on here. This is why we have a field of soybeans. Fun fact, was born in Sweden in 1993, but moved to Denmark between 95 and 96. You're so young! And yes, I know that means you're 30, but you're so young! Actually, no, you're not 30, you're 29. Fun fact, in 1993, I turned 16. That's weird. I don't know what happened there. That's really, really odd. So the stream just stopped. That was just... I'm so pleased I had the stream preview on, because otherwise I'd have had no idea when that dropped that had dropped. Ooh, I might have to use these rollers on Attingham, you know. We're getting to the point soon where we're going to have to use a roller on the field, and that is just, that would be a fantastic thing. Oh, they swing. Look at that. Look at the swing on that middle roller. Hey, Jab, welcome along. Yeah, the stream just dropped out. Jab. Whoa, no. That's not what I want. Caught me in the middle of the... Yeah. Guys, go check out Jab. He's awesome. And I hit a tree. My pleasure, Jab. Jab does some very similar stuff to me. He does very much start from scratch. He goes with insanely small equipment some of the time. It would take me forever to do the kind of stuff he does sometimes. I don't know, Eugene. It just dropped. For some reason, the stream just straight up dropped out, which is weird. Yeah, it wasn't like OBS disconnected and tried to reconnect. It just, it's like Twitch just stopped doing the streaming. So yeah, Jab definitely puts the hard in hardcore. Cheers, Mimic Gecko. Oh, I haven't been doing this with the hydrates. Bad for you. Go get your advanced GG, people. I bought a brand new one at a cost of £105, Jab. And stretch. It was expensive, and I did not need that at the moment, but yeah. Needs must. I was out sisters. Older brother 84, and the younger big brother from 91. Our mum's 56, and our dad is old. It's older than something 1940. Oh, man. Yeah, so this needs rolling. Oh, yeah, this definitely needs rolling. Look at that. Right, okay. So, I am going to head up to the top of the field. I'm going to unfold this. There we go. Nope. And is that unfolding? Unfold roller. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I like this roller on here. I didn't know I could recolor it like this. Right, and it's down. And stones go bye-bye. Perfect. Now, hopefully, this isn't going to kill my crops. But hang on, we can check. Let's check. Let's check. So that is getting rid of that, and it isn't killing my crops, so that's all good. They're small stones. Small stones would get just pushed back in. That's not that weird. Medium and large stones, yeah, you wouldn't push those back in, but small stones, yeah, would get rolled back in. Oh yeah, this rolling setup, this would be perfect for Attingham. Really would. My 7610 is looking a bit worse for wear. This is on the mod hub, this roller jab. It is... Hey, which one? It's that one. It's the PB5032 by Blendart. My pleasure. I've missed a couple of small patches further up the field, but I'm not too worried about that. As long as I get the vast majority of these stones, it means that they won't damage. The damage that's done to our equipment will be minimal. So, yeah. All good. I might have to do something unthinkable, chat. We might have to repaint this tractor. Surprised the combo cut doesn't carry a line from base game. Yeah, there's a few oddities like that, Thefisherj. It's like I'm surprised more equipment doesn't spread lime either. I mean, that's a bit of a weird one too, in some instances. Yeah, 30,000. This is not a bad little roller, really isn't. And yeah, it doesn't require a huge amount of horsepower, as you can see with the fact that we're using a 7610 on it. Cheers, Sim Worlds. I'm missing more stones than I'd like. Still, this is a nice evening rolling session. We'll get this done. This will set this field up perfectly for getting the most out of it, and then we'll be able to get the milk and the egg sorted next time. I don't think this is cross-platform. I'd be surprised if it is, because it's not a standard brand, Martin. It's not a lizard either. Oh, there might be a lizard version of it. That's happened with quite a few mods like this. So yeah, there might be a lizard version of it. But I'd need to go and check the mod hub. It's not that one. Okay. Yeah, I like the fact that you can reconfigure this one. There is a lizard one. Yeah, but is it the same one adjusted, or is it something else? No, I'm just missing them. It's not that they're actually larger stones on here. It's that I'm missing the smaller ones. I need to do more of an overlap between the rows. Or we're gonna end up with more stones on here than I want. It's quite efficient. I mean, it's moving at quite a decent speed. DB503. Okay. Just gonna go back down that road that I've obviously missed a bit on. So we'll go right up around here and then into that. Have I got anything planted in this field? Yes, we've got soybeans in this field. Oh, the rollers are nimble in turning, plus the 7610 is very nimble in turning. It's cracking, this tractor. It is going to be fun getting the combine into this field. That's going to be a real trick. It's easy if you use one. Yeah. I don't think the horsepower requirement saying for this is very big. The only thing I'd say, the overlap has to be quite large to get all the stones. Otherwise, you still miss some. Very good. I'm still very thankful for how early these 10 series came out in FS22's life. The fact that I've got them on here, I've got them on Attingham, it's fantastic. Although I do wonder if I should have got the Silver Jubilee on Attingham, and then got sort of a standard 5610 for a yard tractor. But then I kind of wanted to use the Sebras, though. Speaking of which... Nope. Still nout. There is a lizard version of this. Yay. Well, let me... I'll see if I can get onto the server then, because, yeah. This would be... I've got to... Actually, I need to get it... I'll get it on the server so that I can then go and roller my grass fields, which I need to go and do. And I can put Matty Ferguson colours on it. So, yeah. I'll see if I can get this on the server. I've got to pop on the server and do a couple of bits tomorrow anyway. And I'm hoping Taz has sent me... Yeah, I've got a message on Discord. So hopefully Taz has sent me the information to set up his farm. Get the lights on because the sun is setting. This is the last piece of work we need to do today. And this one very much was time dependent. We'll probably return these, I think, but we are going to need some rollers later in the year for rolling the grass fields and rolling some other bits and pieces. So, yeah. Been harvesting corn most of the day. Oh. Yeah, I need to roll on my fields before the end of the month. So I'm gonna have to do that before Sunday's stream. Later, Patrick. Thanks for joining us. I need to mow 2 fields, make hay, fertilize, and feed my sheep, and consider planting my last field in grass. Wow. And just a reminder, if you are on the server, pumps and hoses will be added to it once it's released. You lost 2 silage bells in Culture's BGA. Oh no! Is dealing very nicely with all of these stones. It really is. I probably should have done that headland over. That's all right. I need to go back down that other end of the field anyway. But it maketh a short work of this. It's getting difficult to see where we've been and where we've got to go, though. Wow. The moon's up, but the sun hasn't fully set yet. But it is really difficult. Yeah, that is the most work lights I've got on this 7610. Oh. We'll head up the field now. I want to have a quick look and see where we still have stones on this field. So, stones. Okay, not a huge amount. We've got a few bits along the edge here. We've got a few dotted bits through the middle, so I could conceivably go across the field like that on the way back and then down there. We got lots of stone picking to do on our fields back at the main farm before harvest next year. That's going to be a pretty big thing, and I think we're going to damage the combine a bit with that. Up to top corner. Right. So yeah. Oh, the sun is just above the horizon. We are looking for a couple of patches of stones. There's one there. Lift. Dynatium to plant field 10 without liming it this time. Save money. Yeah. I think I might have to do similar sort of stuff, Thefisherj. Oh. Back it up. Right, and we've got a patch over here. No, that didn't get them. That got him. Patch. Oh, just hit. Selling sugar beets, buy pigs and pig food. And this is the thing. I need to work out the how much I would make from selling crops versus how much it would cost me to buy the pig food. There it is. Why did that not get that? There we go. And then last little bit up here, and then we got the headland. Yeah. And then round and into the headland. And hope I get all of these. We'll check it afterwards, but I think most of the remaining stones are down the side here. Hey, just don't miss a spot. Yeah. That's why we're going back over them. Right, I think that has got 99% of them. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit down here. Run along this edge. Let's check this. Right, yeah, that has got 99% of that, so I'm happy with that. Pure farming 20. Oh, wow. Can't remember if I own those or not. I own CNC, and I've no idea if... Yeah. I haven't checked what the final state of CNC was. I'm not sure I've played any of the others. Fairly sure I own a couple of them. I think I got them fairly cheap at one point. Right, we'll get home. We'll get this back to the farm. We will return the leased rollers because we don't need to hold on to these rollers. This was like a single job that we need to do. Oh yeah, CNC. Yeah, CNC went kaput. I don't know if the game is still on Steam or not. It's definitely not getting updates anymore because, as you say, it went kaput middle of last year. It went kaput before FS22 launched. Oh no, turn the lights off. There we go. Right, let's get that returned then. Leased items. Return that. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Turn the lights off. Close the door. Last upgrade. Okay, so it went kaput this year. I thought it was before 22 launched. Maybe not. Hey Reaver, how's your internet? Guys, go check out my brother Reaver. He's awesome. So. But you can still... Really? Yeah, plus Farm Sim, the moment, yeah. They kind of set themselves up as well. They said some bits about Farm Sim, like how they were going to destroy Farm Sim and how it was going to be awesome, that basically went, no. And off and out. There we go. Right. There we go. That is that done. Let's save the game. There. And then we're going to move forward to the morning. Oh, we'll turn the time down. We will go to 6 a.m. Sleep. Nothing's improved, but still a bit dodgy. Yeah, well, I've basically got the same problem. Yeah, pretty much. It was, yeah. Right, let's have a look in the shop. Finally! And look at the price! So people, we are going to be getting a John Deere 6M Series Large next time. This is going to be our brand new tractor on the farm. It has finally turned up. Absolutely perfect price as well. 94,000 is exactly the price we're aiming for. That's what we're going to be having. Fantastic. So yeah, let's save that. That is where we're going next time. We're going to have a John Deere added to the farm as our mid-range tractor. Right. And yeah, perfect timing because we have a whole load of spraying to do. So I'm gonna have to get that sorted, and yeah, it's gonna be John Deere. John Deere has one out as our used tractor that's turned up. That's pretty awesome. It's a large frame 6M, so looking forward to that next time. We should be able to borrow the money. Please let me be able to borrow the money, otherwise I'm gonna have to sell something. Right. So we need to see who we are gonna go. Thefisherj, I missed that. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Jab. You're awesome. I missed that. Why did that not come up? It must have happened at a point where I just missed it, is what happened. Right. Let's see who we have currently streaming. Ooh. Did people want to see some construction simulator? Because Rainbow Dave is streaming. Ooh, and no, we're gonna go and raid Damon, I think. Yeah, seeing as I messed it up last time, I am going to raid Damon tonight. Reaver's partner in crime. So I'm going to send you his way. Go say hi to him. This will probably be the most people he's ever had in the stream, I think. Especially considering I mucked it up last time. I will be back. Oh, let's actually have it. So a couple of big thank yous. One, Thefisherj, thank you for gifting a sub to Jab. You are awesome. And Gamer Dragon, thank you for the raid. You are awesome as well. I will be back on Wednesday night fighting zombies again with Gamer Dragon. Please come join me for that. And tomorrow's video will be on the Old Stream Farm, so go check that out as well. Hopefully I'll get a full schedule up tomorrow too, so you guys can see exactly what's happening through the week. For now though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.